Hey. Okay,
Mom acts like a parakeet. She acts like a parakeet. Oh my God.
I love to do this to Charity every episode.
You know what? Welcome back to I'm in Control podcast. I am the Charity E.
I am, of course, June Speaks.
I'm Nisha.
I'm Janae.
And we're back with another banger.
Okay.
Mother's Day is allegedly coming up.
Allegedly?
I mean, that's what the calendar says.
Hey, look, do you even know?
No, I just said allegedly. I don't know. I really don't know.
What's in her cup?
Mother's Day is always the same Sunday.
I wanna
The
know what's in
second
Mom's cup.
Sunday in May every year.
But that's not the same Sunday. It could be a different date. So
I'm not talking about
it's
the
confusing.
date. I'm talking about it is always scheduled on the second Sunday in May.
Just like Easter, what else changes dates? Is it
Thanksgiving is the third or fourth Sunday, but it's
why don't
always
they
a
just
different
pick a day?
I don't know.
I don't know. They just started saying the sun won't go down.
Yeah, and they're changing the times. Like,
Literally.
this is very confusing.
Elon Musk, baby.
We
Elon
live
Musk.
in the Matrix, guys.
No, it's Elon
not
Musk.
real.
What did Elon Musk do?
He
Kamisha?
bought the earth.
Kamisha. Okay.
He bought Twitter. He said he about to put Coke back in Coca-Cola.
We are talking about Mother's Day.
right,
We will
well.
not be giving anybody any free
She said
publicity.
Elon Musk is putting Coke back in Coca-Cola.
You didn't. He tweeted that.
He did not.
That was
he
a
didn't-
fake tweet. Jesus.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know what is a real tweet though?
What?
I saw that Dallas PD is getting Teslas.
Yes,
For what?
I did see that.
And somebody
They're
said
gonna go fast.
they need to fix the road.
That's what I was about to say. What about
Yeah.
the road improvements?
But they're gonna go like really fast. They're like try to outrun them now. I
So,
did see that.
so how do we get off track and talking about Dallas PD?
We're freestyling today, Mom.
It's a
Oh,
freestyle.
we're freestyling today.
Go with the flow.
Yeah,
Janae.
learn to just go with the flow sometimes. But yeah, so I think Mom wants to start with a little this or that. So
This. Oh,
I actually going to see how well you guys know me, right? So this is a Mother's Day, this or that about me.
okay.
Okay?
Interesting.
Get up early or sleep in.
I don't know.
Okay, so I know she gets up early, but she doesn't like to get up early. So
Yeah.
she's not a morning person. So that's not a good question.
She'd rather sleep in. Yeah, but she gets up early because she has to.
Right.
So, yeah.
But I would rather sleep in.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, cruise or all-inclusive resort.
All
All
inclusive.
inclusive. You don't like water.
Hallelujah. Tea or coffee?
Tea.
Tea.
Absolutely tea. But I'm almost a coffee girl now, though.
Girl.
Okay, movies or books?
Movies.
I don't know.
Actually,
Do you read?
The thing is, Mom has a lot of books, but
does
I've
she
never
read
seen
them?
her read the
Right.
books.
You don't live in the house with me.
But back in the day, she did used to read a lot of like
I
Les Brown.
I read a
and
lot
Joyce
of
Meyer.
Joyce Meyer.
No, it's not just that. I read all.
Joyce Meyer?
Charity.
She's talking about. So I read all types of books. So I am not. Y'all know I don't go to the movies.
You read Zane?
You know I don't. No, I don't read that.
And there's a preacher writing about. I'm not even gonna say that.
She don't even know
Don't
what
say
Zane
that.
is.
I don't even know what Zane is.
Don't say that.
I don't even know what it is.
It's yeah.
But
anyways.
what do you guys know me to be a movie person? I'm not even a television person.
Okay.
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 Next
all right.
question.
Okay. Sneakers or heel?
Heels.
Hills.
I don't
Absolutely
think you
all
own
day.
sneakers.
Paris or Hawaii?
Paris. Oh,
I don't
well,
know.
I know the
No.
answer to this.
She wants to go to
always
Hawaii.
wanted to go to Hawaii, but when she was in her 20s, she thought she made
No,
a
she
prayer.
said it.
She made a prayer that, Lord, if you just let me go to Hawaii, you can end my life. So now she really doesn't want to go to Hawaii because then she feels like she will manifest that. So I guess Paris.
That's a very drastic prayer.
It's crazy. Yeah. Why would you
Why
say
would you
that?
say that?
I guess because she was 20.
No, I was very, very young, and I was just, my dad was trying to get me not to get married, right? So he said, if you don't get married, there was two things that I wanted. I wanted a vet to drive a vet.
Okay.
And I wanted to go to Hawaii.
Okay.
He said he would do them both.
And
I-
you didn't take the deal?
That is
I didn't-
crazy.
I did not take
That
the
is
deal.
nuts.
Which
I
husband
didn't
was
take the
this?
deal.
Was his dad or?
This was my dad.
no.
This was her father.
Oh, I would have taken that. No,
So anyway, I
Lord
did-
rest his soul.
No, I'm just saying. I think, okay, never mind. I never do this though.
I didn't take the deal, and so then I said because I always said, Lord, if I go to Hawaii, I could just die. But I was young when I used to say that.
Okay, but still,
I'm not going.
But that's
Mom, that's fear.
Yeah, that's really.
Faith
You can
over
call
fear.
it what you want to, but when I get 95, y'all can all get on a plane with me and go to Hawaii.
Oh, well.
Okay, because it's all good then. It's all good.
well.
95, you might stay in Hawaii.
And I
Yeah.
and I don't know if you guys know, I have no desire to go to Paris. I like Italy. No desire. None. Not Paris itself, but I do have, I'm an Italy girl.
Okay.
Mom, you went to Italy one time. How
I'm
you
a
Italy
France
now?
girl.
She enjoyed it.
I London, but no Paris. Okay.
Paris is in France, just so you know.
Okay, whatever. I know it's in France, but
Because you
it's,
said I'm a France girl. I was
no,
like,
but I meant
Paris is in France.
I understand, but I don't want to go to Paris.
Wait, hold on. That's the wrong button. Let me find it. There we go.
Somebody lied.
Anyway, burgers or pizza?
Burgers.
Neither.
Burgers.
You like turkey burgers. Those aren't even burgers.
Y'all do not know me.
Mom, you do not eat pizza.
I am a youth worker extraordinaire.
What does that mean?
I eat pizza. I
Mom,
love
Mom,
pizzas.
No,
No,
you don't
you
know
don't.
yourself. You do not eat pizza. You do not.
First-
What's your pizza order?
First of all,
It's a turkey burger.
no, that's when I go out and I have a burger. It's a turkey burger. But if you ask me a burger over pizza, it will always be pizza.
I don't
Mom,
I don't eat burgers.
Mom, I think you.
I don't eat. No, I don't eat pizza. I
Really?
mean, I don't eat burgers.
So you and Dad order pizza at home? At the house?
No.
Yes.
Wait.
From where?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like from where? What kind do you order?
So we used to do 5 Pie when it was close by. We've
Pie
always-
Five.
whatever it is. Pie
She's
Five.
not a pizza person.
Pie Five. And then Mark likes just, if you're doing the traditional corporate pizzas, he likes Domino's. But anytime I do anything, if you're a youth worker,
Mom.
that's what you eat is pizza.
Mom, I don't know this.
never knew
I don't
that.
know this
I
about
thought
you.
you like burgers.
I don't think this is up for debate.
Oh.
That's not something for you to tell me
Child,
what
this,
I like.
This is what she do in the dark.
Okay, this is what
I
I do.
ain't
in the-
never in my 45
How many
years
more
of
of
life.
these? Because I don't think we know you. This is getting embarrassing to the audience.
Right.
This is getting very embarrassing because y'all don't even know anything about me. Flowers or chocolate?
Wow. Oh, chocolate.
Well,
As
what
she's
I
getting
found out,
older,
the
she
older
wants
she
flowers.
gets, she wants flowers and cries every time. But hated flowers the first part of her life. It's
So
weird.
did. So did.
Ah.
Don't buy me no flowers.
Don't buy me
Yeah, don't
no
buy me no flowers.
But now she's like,
Oh my God.
nobody
I
bought
want
me flowers.
You know, right now it would be a balance, but I really would love chocolate. I like
I
chocolate.
said chocolate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, home cooked meal or restaurant?
Restaurant.
I would say home cooked meal.
Janae, when
I would-
do I like a home cooked meal?
I mean, Dad cooks.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's because he cooks,
But
but
Mom would
what do
rather
I
have,
preference?
she'd rather have a white
Where am I
tablecloth.
every Friday, Saturday, brunch, patio,
Yes.
somewhere? Give
Okay,
me
give
a
us two
restaurant.
more because
Let me
Wrap
give
this.
you more
Wrap this.
than
No,
this.
we don't. Wrap this up.
It is Mother's Day. I am Mama Bear. Y'all don't get to tell
no
me
for real.
what
Two
to
more.
do.
No for real. Two more.
Beach or pool?
Beach.
They know that. Diamonds or pearls?
Diamonds.
Diamonds.
Drive myself or be driven?
Be
driven.
driven.
You better know
'Cause you
it.
think you busy
Go to
dating.
the gym or walk in the park.
Walk in the park.
All right.
All right, girl.
We all lost.
That was
We
a
all
hot
lost.
mess.
that.
Janae's
They
doing
all
FaceTime.
lost. And I am
much
still
going
on
on.
somebody trying to argue me down, but I don't like pizza.
Well,
but anyway, let's keep going.
The thing is, Mom, I've never seen you order pizza out. Like
I've never heard her say, "Guys,
Give me a
let's go to
pizza."
let's go for pizza." like never.
Like when
Even
we go
when
to
we were-
Penn Stacks or something, Mom eats nachos or a burger. She
Right.
does not order the
No,
the pizza.
I don't eat a burger out. If I'm at Penn Stack, I'm going to eat wings.
Wait, hold on. But Mom, even when we were growing up, you were never like, oh, let's
let's
just
go
order
order pizza.
We
Like
ate
never.
hot dogs.
Red Baron pizza, and then we ate that.
Yeah.
You ate
pizza.
Luby's, so I don't understand.
This is a hot mess.
She's dreaming this.
Yeah.
She's
What
caught
is
in the
in her
Matrix.
cup?
Don't worry about what's in her cup.
Pizza.
It's her
Don't worry about what's in
Pizza.
my cup.
Don't
It's
worry
mine.
about what's in my cup.
You're quoting Lil Wayne, Mom.
Right.
Just letting you know. So when you want to be a parakeet and repeat us, sometimes you're saying things you shouldn't say. So don't.
Child.
Okay, so yeah, Mother's Day.
Mother's Day is fast approaching.
I really hope. Actually, you guys should probably ask your mothers those questions just so y'all know. And this doesn't happen to y'all. And I was actually watching what's the show with Hoda? What is she?
The Today Show.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I was watching the Today Show and they were giving different tiers of Mother's Day's gifts. And it was like, luggage or a picture or diamonds, like jewelry.
Right.
And then one, it was under $10 and it was a journal for
Under
your mom.
what?
It was under $10.
Under what?
They had tiers. I just said that.
Oh.
So this one was under $10. So it was like a journal to figure out like everything about your mom that you probably don't know. I literally said out loud, I should buy that
should.
because I have no idea. But it asked like, does your mom have a passport? Obviously, I know that. But it asked like questions that
Yeah.
you probably wouldn't think of.
No
Yeah,
child.
I have no idea what your favorite color is.
Me neither.
No idea.
What is it?
Let me think. I would say black, just for picture. I'm just saying for picture purposes, she just likes to wear black. But
Is it pink?
Purple.
her nails are purple.
It's my
And her ring is purple.
favorite.
I mean, you've never
Color.
said that.
Purple is
Oh,
my
we
favorite.
should know that because Treasure Ladies and everything
That's
that she
true.
does for us is
It's the context clues I think we're missing.
yeah.
You know what? I encourage everybody to really dive deep with their mom, and really pay attention to the clues because they're there.
But it's different when your mother is a Gemini.
Oh God, you
We
get
don't
two
know.
different
You don't know. She
versions
has
of
to-
her.
But look at
personality.
my nails. What color are my nails?
I
It's
just said that.
telling
Your
me.
nails, your ring, this,
Yeah.
everything's purple.
Yeah, but I think Kamisha, didn't you post questions on I'm in Control?
She
Yes.
Yeah. Do you mind taking us through that?
Yeah.
So what we were doing was posing questions to individuals about their relationship with their mom. And so we got some pretty good answers and feedback.
And you know what I'm learning from some responses is that unfortunately not everybody has a good relationship with their mom.
Yeah.
It's not that they don't aspire to have one, but they don't. So that was a common remark that we got back.
And I learned that with mentoring high school girls and then coaching women, it's just when you find this this big divide between mothers and daughters, and that's why I wanted to do the podcast, because I wanted to show that you can be different and have differences, but you can still really like each other.
right.
It just work
It just works.
like any other relationship. Okay, Kamisha.
I
what
do
we
want to
got?
say that I kind of got bullied by Charity, and she was like, "Get some good questions." So I didn't Google these. This is just from the Dome. So I was like, Number one, what's one thing you feel like you learned from your mother?
Should we answer these first and then tell some of the responses we got back?
Sure, I guess.
That would be great. I would love to hear that.
Well, you can go too. You have a mom?
Yeah.
I would say one thing I've learned from mom is something that I know she used to say is don't make permanent decisions with temporary situations.
she
That's
has done that.
valuable. So
I would say something more a little lighthearted. Not that yours wasn't, but like lighthearted that I think about like all the time subconsciously. And I think about it even when I was at a place called Flower Child the other day, and I texted my sister and said, I look a hot mess, and I think I just missed my husband.
oh girl,
Because I looked a hot mess, and I was so mortified. I went there to work, but I remember I hear my mom saying, don't ever walk out this house without no earrings or no lip gloss. And I walked out that house without earrings or
The
lip
thing
gloss.
is-
I looked a hot mess.
Why does mom think earrings just like cover up everything?
I don't know.
else?
I mean, I guess
does.
it does bring life. I was just like, because I immediately thought I was on the laptop. I was like, if I would have had some earrings on, if I
Right.
would have combed my hair a little bit, I didn't
Right.
brush it. I just put
Right.
my wig
Sorry,
on.
trying not to-
And then no lip gloss.
Right.
And I was like, so Janae was like, just go back there tomorrow, same time.
See if
and
he's
look cute
there.
And see if he's there. But I don't know. I just put my head under the laptop and just, So ladies, always have on lip gloss and earrings, because she used to always say at the time I was like doing acting and print modeling, and she said you could go to your mailbox and an agent can walk by and see you. You could be at the post office, and and I think about
She
that.
wasn't ready.
I was not ready.
You weren't ready.
Charity, how about you?
Did you miss your whole husband?
Oh well.
Maybe he's gonna circle back around.
He might circle back. If you see, this is how I really look in my work clothes, outside my work clothes.
No, he needed to see that side of me first. I don't even want to talk about that.
I'm trying to think because I was gonna say what Kamisha said.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess
Well,
it could be the same
it could be
thing.
the same.
If that was honestly,
Yeah, but the thing is, I really don't follow that rule.
You don't?
So, like, I heard mom say it. It went in
all
one
of my children.
ear. It went in
She
one ear
does not follow.
and out
Charity
the
don't
other.
care. Okay.
The thing is, I care. Like, I
But-
feel like I was supposed to live in California. Like, I was just supposed to,
You're like a bohemian.
yeah, like, just
Okay.
be.
Charity's like boho chic,
Yeah.
Okay.
but more like on the.
Bo.
I just
Okay,
had to
Mom,
think
what-
about what I was gonna say.
What did you learn from Granny?
Oh my gosh, the most valuable thing that my mother gave me was the gift of prayer. Like, you pray about everything.
Have you prayed about it?
Have you prayed about
Have
it?
you
Granny
prayed
wrote a
about
book.
it?
Have you prayed about it?
I'm seriously. That is, I think some people take that for granted, but faith and prayer is something that my mom gave me, and I found it to have saved my life in so many different ways, and making decisions and different things like that. So that's the greatest gift that she gave me. And then the second one, she really, really
Oh, we
taught
giving
me.
two.
I'm gonna talk about my mama. My mama's still living.
Oh,
She's
okay.
83 years old.
Yep.
My mother taught me about fashion. She taught me about quality versus quantity. And if you buy
Yes.
something of quality, you won't have to continue to purchase that thing over and over. This
Right.
new thing they got, what is it?
Fast fashion.
Fast fashion. I just can't do it. I because she say if you'll get tired of it and you would give it away before you wear it out. But if you buy things that are inexpensive, you're going to constantly be repurchasing those things. So
There we
I
go.
appreciate my mom.
Have y'all ever thought about, and I saw this on TikTok, Janae's favorite app, shout out to TikTok,
Shout out
that
TikTok.
when you pray for something to be removed from your life, it'll happen in like 3 to 5 business
Baby,
days. Like, that's the
immediately.
fastest prayer that gets answered.
God says immediately no. Immediately.
Immediately, no. No.
But everything else, he'll be like, oh, you can wait.
Yeah. That husband be sure you gonna wait.
Yeah.
But everything
But if
else,
you like-
I'll remove it.
Yeah.
That is hilarious.
That is true though.
Okay, well,
It is
Kamisha,
true.
what responses did we get?
One thing that a supporter of ours wrote us was, one thing I've learned from my mother is first impressions are everything. When you go, kind of like mine. When you go anywhere, make sure you dress and look your best at all times. Also walk in confidence in who you are no matter what. Always show up being the light. My mother's the type of person who's unique, eccentric, definitely one of a kind, and dressed to the T everywhere she goes. So that's one thing I definitely learned from her. Even when I go to the grocery store, I dress up because you never know who you'll meet.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I love that.
You got to be ready.
Yep.
Got to be ready.
Stay ready so you don't have to get ready.
There we go.
Yeah.
What's
Okay.
number 2?
What's something that you wish you could have shared with your mom growing up?
Oh.
Interesting.
We're gonna dig a little dig. Ba-bum-bum.
What is something I wish I could have shared growing up? I don't know.
Me
Now
would
thinking
be,
back
I'll go
about
first.
it.
I'll
Yeah,
go
for
first.
it.
So I feel like so black households and other races, I feel like they're a little more open. So you could have a boyfriend and date in 5th grade, middle school.
Right,
So you could be like,
right.
oh yeah, I like this person. I couldn't dare go tell mom
That you like somebody?
Yeah.
That's true.
Fast. You just
That does not mean you're fast.
I mean,
that
that's
means you're
she's
just
saying
normal.
that's what she said, but yeah.
No.
yeah.
That's true. That was true. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's in this day and time that the younger generation cannot have those type of conversations. But we evolve in every
Yeah.
day.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I can't. I would go with Charity.
You
Yeah.
wanted a boyfriend in the 5th grade too?
No, but I think probably more intimate conversations. We didn't really dig deep as kids.
Yeah.
We were like stay in the kids' place. So
Get out of grown folks'
probably
business.
just probably more expressive of just some of the things that we probably went through that. Well, in the grand scheme of things, it might have been trivial, but it's important
Yeah,
when you're
as
a
a kid.
kid. So I would say that.
I don't know. Honestly, for me, I guess because I latched on to mom so much, I feel like
Jesus.
I'm the same way at this big age. I tell her stuff that Janae's like, quit telling her everything. Like literally. So I can't say that there's not something that I couldn't share with her because my dumb butt was so scary. I even called mom and said, okay, you're going to find out anyway. And she wasn't going to find out. We didn't even have cell phones. Or like a pager. I was like, you're going to find out anyway. But me and such went to Venice Beach. She didn't even know what Venice Beach was.
So
it was a
what is
club.
Venice?
Just
And
telling
you had to
us
explain.
everything. You didn't even have to.
And she wouldn't have never known about it. But I felt like she's going to know. She's going to know. But I mean, other than that, like, and even when I told her, I didn't get in trouble because I told her. But yeah, I think I overshared a lot with mom. I'm still kind of like that. So
Yeah, be telling her, quit oversharing.
So what did we get? Whoa, I can't
Get a
say it.
response?
Did
Did
we
I get? I don't get to say.
Did we? Get
oh yeah. What do you wish you could have shared with your mom growing up?
growing up.
I wish I could have shared with her about my relationship when I was in high school
Which one?
with your dad.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I really wish I could have had an honest conversation about dating because we really didn't ever have a conversation about dating
Okay.
because it wasn't going to be allowed. Like we were not going to be allowed to date until we like 17, 18
Oh my gosh!
years of
So
age.
this is
So
why. Wait, hold on. This is
Yeah.
why maybe you didn't feel comfortable talking to us about
But
that.
it, but it was a need for you though. So why don't you think you
Yeah.
were like that? Like if it was a need for you for your mom, why do you think you weren't open?
because it's almost like what is it?
A mirror image of like what you.
No. It's like what you see is what you do.
Oh,
Or
okay.
what you know is how you share. So
Right.
it was almost like it was just taboo. It's
Yeah.
like, it's not something that was an open conversation.
Okay.
So we didn't have open conversations about boys and who we liked and all that. I remember having a little guy. He was so cute. His name was David Booker. Hey, David, if you still out there. His name was.
How would he find this?
I don't know. His name was David Booker. But I remember in the fourth grade, maybe fourth or fifth grade, you know, they ask you for your phone number, you give them your phone number, but then your mama answered the phone.
Okay.
And she said, June cannot accept phone call from boys. Boom.
Oh.
So that was just a closed taboo
Yeah.
conversation.
Yeah.
And I never tried to have
So
that
then you never
conversation
open
again.
it up for us because you didn't have that same space. to do that
Right,
when
and
you
I
were growing up.
probably
So you
I
didn't
did.
know
I
any
don't.
better
I
to
don't
do
think
it
I had
with
the
us.
maturity to open it up. I didn't
Yeah.
even know. Some people say, "Well, I learned." Some moms may say, "Well, I do certain things because my mom didn't do that for me." But that's not me. I kind of follow the bouncing
Right,
ball.
yeah.
So I didn't. I was just trying to raise a kid.
Kamisha, did we get any?
Yes,
responses?
I got one from something I wish I could have shared with my mother. Okay, so again, I'm reading this, so let's see. Honestly, I wish I could have been more verbal to her about my feelings, but honestly, it was hard to be because my parents were strict and I felt like I never really had a voice sometimes to speak my mind.
That is
see if she-
that's
That was
so common because even some of my adult friends, that's one of the things that they say. It's like, I can't tell my mom anything. And I just feel like that's really sad because you grow up and you become adults and you have life happens. Like there are things that life happens and it may not be the same thing that your mom went through, but the fact that you feel like you can't call your mom and tell your mom that, I feel like is just really tragic.
Yeah.
It's just really sad that people are closed off in that way.
Well,
Right.
and it's still today because even when I'm mentoring girls, one of the things that it is, I have to always say, I'm not replacing your mom because they feel like they can say anything to me. And I was like, "But have you told your mom?" And it's like, "No." I say, "Well, let's go tell your mom together," right? Because they don't even know how to open up the conversation or begin the conversation about where they are. But I always say, I don't replace your mom. But there's a TikTok that's going around that says, Janae, I think you did it. God gave you a daughter.
Oh, yes.
God knew you needed a best friend, so He
Right.
gave you a daughter.
Right.
So, in the big divide to me is that we have this saying, "I'm your mother, I'm not your friend," but you can be a mother and a friend, but you're a mother first. So, a mother has a responsibility, such as a friend has a responsibility, but I'm not your girlfriend. That's the difference. I'm your mom, but I can still come down, sit in the floor with you, cry with you, talk to you. And this is what this generation needs.
I agree.
It appears we all needed it in the past. We didn't know how to ask for it because we were coming through generational traditions. And that's not all. I think you said, Charity, in the you like your friends, your white friends, they were pretty open with their parents. It could say
Right.
various things. Was because some parents let their children drink with them, smoke with them. I mean, they let them do a whole lot of things. And then you have more traditional homes that may say, okay, this is how we do it. But I would say to all the moms out there who are parenting right now, particularly daughters, some of the things that we're saying here, some of the mistakes I made because I just didn't know. Let's try to turn that around and let our daughters be able to come and talk to us about whatever it is that they need to talk about without counsel. If they're not coming and say, I need your advice, but they just want to come and have a conversation, right?
Just listen.
And we just want you to listen, then hug, listen, and then do what my mama taught me, pray about how to handle that thing.
I think that's one thing I've learned, not even just with my daughter, but with my sons, because they would be like, we don't need you to fix it. We just need you to listen. Because I feel like that's what I would always try to do, come in and like save the day. But now it's more, I want to have an open, relationship where they could tell me anything if they wanted to. I mean, they're not going to tell me everything, but the fact that my daughter will call and ask me anything under the sun, I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
I mean, because I would rather her ask me than somebody her age.
Yes.
And get bad advice.
Right.
And even if she doesn't take my advice, at least she came to me and, sought counsel. Because some of the things that I went through, I would hope that they could learn from me and try not to repeat the same patterns that I had to break still trying to break. So
Right.
that's my goal with that.
Yeah, for sure. Y'all want me to go back to the questions? Okay.
What's the next one?
Next one is. This is more of a poll that I did, but I'll just tell you guys. It said, do you feel that you have a good relationship with your mom? And
We got a lot of
I
no's.
got a lot of no's when I did the poll
lot of
on
no's.
my we all can look at the podcast page, but we all share it. So on the podcast page and my personal page, I really got a lot of no's, and I was like actually sad because there was obviously people on my personal page that I knew, and I was like, dang, I didn't know. He or she didn't have a good relationship with their mom. And of course I wasn't going to DM them and be like, hey, but it was, they answered it.
Right.
But it was just sad to see, and I don't know what that means for them, what that looks like. But I was like, what we think is so normal, like, oh, hey, mom, this is what we're doing today. And why is she answer the phone? I want to tell her I was eating a salad. Just stupid stuff. Some people don't have that relationship with their mom to call her. Like, I've had friends that, like, I haven't talked to my mom in 6 years or 6 months. It's crazy. And then we can talk to mom 6 times in a day. Like literally when you think about it.
And there has been some cases where mothers have really abandoned daughters for relationships. Mm-hmm. I've heard those type of conversations. First of all,
Or vice versa.
there's
daughters
great
abandoned.
mothers out there.
Yeah.
Great. Doing
Right.
an amazing job, doing the best that they can. And then there are some moms who just decided to disconnect themselves. Some mom says, you know what? I had you very young. I really didn't want to be a mom. There are some women who are mothers who did not want a child.
Yeah.
And so when you have that rejection already that you didn't want a child, raising a child is going to be a little more difficult for you.
Yeah.
So you're just trying to hurry through the motion. Some moms have a really tough time, particularly if there's a divorce in the middle of all of the processes. So she's just trying to get herself together. So many reasons people do not have great relationships. I would just say, if that's you, and then when I say that to some women or young ladies, I say, just go have a talk with your mom. And it sounds so easy, but it's really hard, y'all.
Well, because sometimes people just don't get along.
Yeah,
they
Like
just don't
sometimes
like- yeah.
personalities just don't mesh.
Right.
So you have to, find a way to work through that if you can. But if you can't, such is life, which is sad, because it's like sometimes sometimes kids try and they're never good enough.
Yep.
You know what I mean? If they're, because the whole thing is, we expect to make mini me's, right? But sometimes people are just different. So if they're different, how do you bridge the gap from somebody whose personality is just the complete polar opposite of yours? And it takes work. And I was talking to mom the other day about emotional intelligence and how it's necessary in so many of our relationships, because in order for us to have good communication, especially with those that we love. We need to be able to hear and comprehend what people are saying and not turn it to what we think they're saying. Like, we actually need to listen to what people are saying. And I think what happens in deep conversations, like if I'm saying, Mom, I needed X, Y, and Z, it's possible that Mom can say, well, you think I didn't do enough. Well, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying I needed X, Y, and Z.
Right.
So when you make your way through those conversations, you really have to sit back, listen, and see what the person is saying. And then if it is something that you truly did wrong, apologize.
Right.
Don't try to rationalize. Don't try to say, well, it was big. I'm sorry I hurt you.
Right.
How can we move from point A to point B?
Right.
But I think people a lot of the times don't want to be held accountable. That's in the relationship of the child and in the relationship as a parent. You know, it could be trouble on both ends. It's kind of, instead of just like finger pointing, how can we get past it?
Do you think that a lot of kids pick a favorite parent?
Oh, yeah.
Just
I
like
think
parents
so.
have favorite
favorite child.
kids, they don't want to say it.
We do not have favorite children.
That's
I
not
always
true.
say Charity's the favorite.
It's not favorite. It's more about who
you
you
mesh along
naturally
with.
get along
Yeah.
with. What's the easiest? I love all my kids. You know what I mean?
The same,
The
yeah.
same, but guaranteed off top, Joseph is probably the easiest to do. It may be what you want them to do, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't mean that I love the other two any less. It's just more about, with some kids, it's easier.
Yeah. I was watching a movie on Netflix. Forgot the name of it. That doesn't matter. But it was this, they had a daughter and she could tell her dad anything. And so they were playing this game that you have to answer the phone and put it on speakerphone. Everybody at the table could listen. You couldn't like tell them, oh, you're on speakerphone. So the daughter called, he answered, and he was just like, she was like, this is what I'm going through. I don't know what to do. I can't talk to mom about this. And the mom's devastated because she didn't know that's how
Right.
they felt. But I also don't like married people talk about that kind of stuff, or no? Y'all be keeping secrets?
No, I feel like just like parents have a kid that's easiest. I'm not going to say a favorite. I say easiest to go to is the same that kids feel the same way. I know that Jaden called Joe before me about certain things. I don't have a problem with that. It's because he needs something different that he knows he can get from his dad, no matter what it is. But it's just still that's just the comfort. That's his comfort. And I feel like that's to be expected all the time. You're a daddy's girl, Charity. Most definitely.
Who have been saying that?
It's a fact.
Who said that?
But
Charity, that's
it's a fact.
But-
It doesn't
but
mean you love
Charity-
mom less.
Yeah.
It's just that you're a daddy's girl.
And always have been.
Always.
Charity was different though. Charity was, and now everybody's different, but Charity probably was coming up during the time that we were talking about emotional intelligence. And Kamisha was like, Charity would come and just jump in the middle of Marcus out in the bed. Charity would lay on your shoulder. Charity, she was always that person who was just like, oh, this or that, and
But
you know,
she's
just have those
definitely daddy.
She's definitely a daddy's girl.
Yeah.
Kamisha has always been on my hip. Period.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Period. Period.
You're going to Bloomingdale's? I'm going.
I'm going.
You're going to Preston?
So wait, now thinking back,
Okay.
do y'all think that that's how we started to establish what our love languages would be as we grow up?
Absolutely.
Me and Janae
Yeah.
just talked about
We just
this.
talked about
Big
this today.
Brother is listening.
I know. We just
We
talked
literally
about
just
this
talked. Was it
today.
this morning?
This morning.
This morning. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
in the bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just talked about that. Like, Janae had said something, and I thought out loud. I was like, you know what? I think I've always been like that. You know, we've talked about our brother, our oldest brother. He's been incarcerated, you know, whatever, and he's out. But something that Jamon, my big brother, always tells me is every time he sees me, you're the only one who wrote me when I was in juvie. You're the only one who wrote me every time I went to prison. And I
Right.
told Janae, I was like, you know what? I've always been empathetic, but I never knew
Right.
that I was so
Empathetic.
empathetic. And I'm like,
That's not a love language.
No, listen. What I'm saying is I do things for people that I wish people would do for me.
She's acts of service.
Like I was 11 telling mom like, oh, can you make sure Jamon gets to TJC? No one taught me that.
What were you writing
But
in the letter?
I don't know. And it's like,
Hi, I terrorized Charity and Janae
I don't
today.
know. I got in trouble. I got a whooping. I don't know, but I was literally 10 or 11, right? Like telling mom to send him notes.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. And I'm like, that's really who I am. Like I was like that as a little kid. So I was telling Janae, I was like, no one's ever given me a surprise birthday party. Not that I'm mad about it, But I have given my friends surprise birthday parties. But deep down, I'm like, I wish somebody would give me a surprise birthday party. But I realize I do stuff for people that I wish.
But why instead of doing those things, why don't you just tell people what it is that you
I
need?
do.
It wouldn't be a surprise anymore.
No, what it is that
No,
you
you
need.
could say, yeah.
Oh,
Oh, well, yeah. Well, everybody's
I
not
do.
comfortable. Like, Charity, because what I feel like I probably, what me and Kamisha were talking about today, I probably was more words of affirmation as a kid is probably what I needed. Not looking back on it, if I could tell my 12-year-old self, it's probably what I needed because I feel like that's what I give to
Yeah.
people.
Okay.
And
Right.
so,
So do you feel like you got words of affirmation as a kid or no?
me, no.
Okay.
Not at what I thought I need. Like I don't. It didn't exist back then. Like it
So
wasn't.
We
a
didn't
thing.
know that's, yeah.
But I naturally gave out. I think kind of like what Kamisha said. What I needed most.
Which you give the love that
That you really
want
need- that
back,
you really want
need
back.
the most.
Yeah.
And it's like it's innate, it's second nature for me to plan a birthday party. Not because I'm an event planner too, but it's because that's really I enjoy making people happy. Like surprising y'all on Christmas and y'all weren't expecting like the other little gifts I did and stuff. I'm not saying like too. I'm just saying when I do stuff like that, I really do like to give.
So how do you identify that as a parent? How do y'all figure that out?
So as a parent, if I had 5 kids, and I'm not making an excuse, but I'm not making an excuse, but I'm saying if you have multiple children, if you're a mom, that's why I say kind of take your time and space your children so you can give the children not just the attention that they need, but the love and care to find out how they are bent, if you can.
Right.
Because it becomes very difficult when you're managing a relationship, an adult relationship, be it marriage or you're in a relationship with a father, someone else.
Right.
And then having young children. This is a task. This is why some people are stay-at-home moms, because you really have to be able to focus all of your attention because your children have needs. Y'all had needs, I had needs.
Right.
Right.
So we can't see that all the time. So what can we do better is to spend time with that child, even though you may have multiple children.
Yeah, individual
find a
time.
day to do individual things just to have a conversation with that child. And I think the thing is watch them. Like watch and see if it's always there hanging on your leg, or they like a hug after something, or they look a different way when you say great job,
Yeah.
and all those type of things. Because you can't get into the part of parenting that is just disciplinary, right?
Right.
Did you do the dishes? How did you do in school?
Right.
How are your grades and all those types of things. Instead of saying, you know what, how you and your friends doing?
Right.
How you
Right.
feel today? How I tell parents now, I say, do you understand your children in school 8 hours? So they do 8 like you do 8, but then
Right.
Then you only get
have
2
an
hours with them.
Right.
When they get home
Well,
to eat
this
dinner
is what
and
I say.
homework in bed.
But this is what we sometimes as parents expect of kids. So you call them on the phone. Have you done your homework? Did you do that assignment? Have
Right.
you cleaned the kitchen?
Did you take
when
the
I come
meat
home,
out
Did you
on
take
the
the meat?
freezer?
Did you make up your bed? We're asking all of these questions, but they
never
did
ask
the
about their
same
day.
8
Yeah.
that we've done, and then when
Right.
we come home, we
Yeah.
say,
Leave me alone.
back, give me
Right,
50
I'm
feet.
tired, yeah.
I'm
Right.
tired. I can't
Right.
even go in the bathroom by
Right.
myself. The children need the same level
Exactly.
of time, rest, debriefing.
And that might be
as
why
we
they're
do
flipping
as
desk
children.
at school.
Wait, so Mom, Mom, what's my love language?
Charity, I feel that your love language is that we listen. Listening is
That's
one.
not a love language,
and
though. So
Well, I don't think she knows the 5 love languages.
Okay, so
but
the
No,
five-
no, no.
No,
Let her explain.
they're physical touch, words of
Touch.
affirmation, quality time, acts of service,
And gifts.
gift giving.
It's not gift giving. It's definitely quality time. And what's the? What
I
was
would say
that?
quality time and acts of service.
Interesting.
No,
I would like to say, I think it's quality time. And I would say quality time, words of affirmation, act of service. But I'm also going to say what everybody else has been, the girls are saying on Twitter. It's all of them.
The girls.
For me, the girls. It's all 5. Why are we saying it's only one of the 5? For me, it's all 5. I want all
Well,
the acts of.
they're ranked, like, you know.
Yeah,
but,
yeah, they are
well, I was
ranked.
just asking.
So
I
which
was
one
just
do you-
What is
saying.
it, Charity?
Oh, mine's quality time and physical touch.
Yeah, she
Really?
likes to. Yes.
Wait a minute.
But we're
Wait,
not
this
allowed
is
to touch
about.
your hair.
Wait a minute.
Who
Wait
can
a
touch
minute.
you?
Because
'Cause I can't touch
this is mom eating pizza all over again.
Yes.
If you ever try to touch
Charity
Charity
gets
on the
offended.
face, don't
Don't touch me.
But you even heard mom say I would get in the bed and just lay
So
with
certain
him.
people can touch you because Jamon tried to kiss you on his birthday last week and you
Right.
literally almost vomited. You're like, oh my God. Ugh.
Okay.
And if I touch your hair, girl, don't touch my hair.
Certain-
So,
your
certain
hands
people.
are dirty.
baby, no.
Honestly,
I'm the cleanest at this table. I mean, you know that.
But I think I said that before. By the time I had Charity was a little bit different because she did come in, and I noticed that that's something that she likes.
Yeah.
That she enjoys.
We were
that she
halfway out
needs.
the house when you had Charity, so you had more time.
I think, you know what? I think that mine would be off the top, not quality time, acts of service, then words of affirmation, and then quality time.
I'd like to do this or that. What do y'all think mine is?
Gifts.
All of
You
them.
already said you. Yeah,
well,
you
outside
like
of all of them.
You like
Gifts.
acts of service.
You like gifts. No,
Oh.
she likes flowers. Well, yeah, acts of service
Okay,
and
acts of
gifts.
service.
I think
See, I'm all of them.
You all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah. But I do.
So
it is
I
acts
think
of
the
service.
conversation is really good because, as you can hear, we have room to improve.
Oh, yeah.
And then for those moms who are out there and you're doing the best you can, it's not too late. My
It's
daughters
not.
are adults, and so we work really hard to have a great relationship. By and large, we have a really good relationship. I enjoy my daughters. I hope they enjoy me. They think they think they're my mama though, but I appreciate
Oh, yeah,
that.
because before the show started today, she said, who are y'all talking to? And we both said, you.
I was like, girl,
you.
girl, who gonna check me, boo? But anyway, so it's not too late to
Yeah.
do those things.
It's
But
always
what
worth
I
it.
hope that we can give to mothers this Mother's Day is, number one, is that you're doing an excellent job with
Right.
what you know.
Yeah.
Number two, you can always do more. And I know more, when I say more, I mean more is less. Just take some quality time out for each and every one of those children that God has given you and learn who they are and learn those love languages. And if we begin that early on, I think we're going to have more individuals saying, I have a great relationship with my mom, a good relationship with my mom, versus I do not have a relationship with my
You
mom.
know what I do? Sorry, Charity. I do like these 6-month check-ins with my kids.
Yeah, you told me that.
And I say, hey, mama's just checking in to make sure y'all won't be on the couch 10
Talking
years
about
from
me.
now
Right.
talking about me. But no, and I say, hey, because what happened is, and I don't think my son would mind me sharing this. You know, my middle son, he played ball, and we go to all his games and do all these things. And then one day he basically kind of put me and his dad in check and was kind of like, hey, y'all are missing the mark right here. And we were like, wait, what? We thought you needed X, Y, and Z. We sit rain, sleet, or snow at your football games. But he was like, y'all are definitely missing the mark here. And we had to eat that. And then, you know, he was in high school at this point. So I felt, of course, horribly.
What is it that he needed? What did I miss something?
He needed more emotional support.
Oh, okay.
And we didn't dig deep enough to find out that's what he needed. But if you look back, he was showing us, because he would just shut down. We just thought it was his personality. Oh, you know,
he's
once
mad.
you get
He's
mad at Jaden, once Jaden gets mad, he just stops talking. So,
Yeah.
but we, like mom said, should have dug deeper. And because, you know, the other two kids were a little bit more vocal. So once we found out we missed the mark, you know, of course, we were like, oh crap, we failed you in that way.
Yeah.
So how can we make it up? And you know, thankfully he was willing to allow us to do that. And so like every 6 months I call them each and I say, hey, is there something that, you know, out on the table? Is there something that we need to discuss? You know, And they'll tell me, yeah, no. They'll be like, oh, no, Mom, we're good.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, cool.
I think that's good. A 6-month check-in. And I would also like to just piggyback off of what Mom said about like if you do have small children or children that are older, but I think this works for small children. No, I'm not a mom yet. But a lady that I love on Instagram, Pastor Heather Lindsay, one thing I noticed that she does, because she has very small children all under the age of 10. So let's say they're like 10, 8, and 6 or something. I don't know. But what she does is date days for each child. So it might be once a month, but like Logan will get a date day on a Wednesday, and then Roman will get a date day. But each time they get like 2 hours with mommy, and then another day 2 hours with daddy, and they can just be like, "Hey, how was daycare? What was what happened at school?" But that's one way I've noticed that she's been like that since day one. I've been following her for years, and I'm not saying that her relationship with her kids is perfect, but I do like what you said. Take time for just that kid, because there's 3 of them, and they're all personalities are very different, and you can't just find that out at the dinner table. Sometimes you just need to spend 2 hours with that kid, choose a day on the calendar, whatever. And one thing I love about the Kardashians, there's a lot I don't like about them, but one thing I've loved about them since day one, when they used to all live under one roof. When they first started, they used to have a thing called, what are your highs and lows of today? What was your peaks and valleys of today? And they used to do that at dinner. So Chris, and when he was Bruce, Chris and Bruce would be like, so Kim, what was your peak and valley this week? And I like that. So they'd be able to talk about, what happened at school or, whatever. So I think that's a good idea too. If you guys still do dinner at the dinner table, do parents still do that? I don't know.
But
do peaks and valleys.
But I want to talk about what if some women don't want to be mothers? I've found that, on TikTok again, there's a lot of millennial women who have decided not to have kids because they feel like kids change your entire life too much. Like they want time for themselves. So one lady was like, I asked all my friends, what does your perfect day look like? And she said none of them described their day that involved their kids.
I saw that.
They was all without their kids.
Yes.
So it's a lot of women who don't want to be mothers. And I think that is fine.
But I read the comments. A lot of them were like, oh my God, just because they said they want to go to the spa day and it didn't involve their kid, it doesn't. They were just saying like they needed a break. But no. I'm sorry, if they're saying their perfect day is without that didn't involve their children, maybe, I don't know.
I think we should allow as a society for moms who don't, but I feel like those moms need to marry like-minded men.
Oh, right.
Or people that believe the same way, because you can't spring that on. Exactly. Your husband is like, hey, I don't want no kids.
Exactly.
But I feel like we should. So, you're married. When's the baby?
Quit asking people that.
They may not want no baby.
Yeah.
And that's
get out her uterus.
That's
like,
okay.
Get out their business.
Yeah, I'm cool with
a
that.
lot of millennial women, they said, kids are not for me. But kids are also expensive. So
they are very expensive. But it could be hard what if that person was the only child, and so some people feel like, well, you're robbing me of my chance to be a grandparent.
You should have had more kids then.
Yeah.
Odds would have been a little higher.
Right.
That was on you.
Right.
I mean, but everything is a personal choice. And I always tell people, and it sounds very strange, I think, to individuals as a person of faith, a minister, for me to say this, but I always say I'm pro-choice. When I say I'm pro-choice, it's because God is pro-choice. When I say God is pro-choice, because he said, I said before you, life and death, blessings or cursing. You choose. You choose the direction you want to go in life. These are some things that I would say that this is the path that I would have for you to go. When we talk about parenting, this is the path that I would have for you to go. But if you choose not to do that, that is your choice. And so if that's what women are saying they choose not to do, I really want you to sit with your choices. And I want you to think 10 years from now. 5 years from now, 20 years from now, because then I hear those same women who said, oh, in my 20s, I was so busy, it was me, and then they got 40, and then they turned 50, and then the phone calls stopped coming, or the opportunities stopped coming, or they had reached that pinnacle in business, and now they're lonely, and they're like, oh, I wish I would have got married. Mm-hmm. Oh, I wish I would have had kids. So when you're thinking about those things, don't think short term, think long term.
I agree.
Honestly.
Yeah, I agree too. Or you can just be fabulous like Tracy Ellis Ross and just be the bomb and traveling the world. I don't know if I've never heard an interview where she's talked about children, but I look at her and, and she's almost 50, I believe, and she's not married yet, but I don't know. She never talked about children to my knowledge, but she looks like she has a fabulous life. It's Diana Ross's daughter, one of her daughters.
But Kamisha,
and I don't know.
I
I know you don't know Diana.
but I don't. But you
her
really
life looks-
don't.
it
You
looks
really
fabulous.
don't want kids though.
Okay, let me clarify that. I go back and forth with that, with if I want to or don't want to, but I will be very adamant in saying I do not mind being a stepmother. I don't mind being a bonus mama, preferably if your kids are almost out of high school. But yeah, like
No 3-year-olds.
Rain is 3.
Okay.
And my goddaughter, I talk about her almost every show, and it's a lot. My nephew is 7, and it's a lot. So I'm good with them. But I mean, I don't know. I also don't want to speak like Jeannie Mai,
yeah.
and be with a man for 10 years and be like, I don't want kids, when really she didn't want his
kids.
And then she got with somebody that she loves, which is Jeezy, and now it's like, I want all the
You
babies.
want all the
She's
babies.
talking about having another baby.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't want to, like Mom is saying, I don't want to speak from a place of I'm single, I'm not married yet, I haven't met the love of my life, and I'm speaking from a single woman's mindset, like, I don't want no kids, I just want to be in a boat somewhere, but then I meet the love of my life, I'm like, I want to have his babies. So I don't know. But I know one thing I'm very clear about is I do not mind being a bonus mama. Again, if your kids are older.
Okay. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Love that for me.
Okay, Kamisha, so we probably have one more question from the
Yes, from the
page.
questionnaire.
Yeah, what was it?
It was, what's a funny memory you have with or of your mother?
All I'm gonna say is, when I was a kid, it was what happened in the Grandy's parking lot.
I knew she was
You
going
know,
to
I
say
was about to
that.
say, is this appropriate?
I knew you were going to say
Well,
that.
you can't share that with the
You can't share
with
that
the
with the
audience. So
That was funny. Why?
No.
I did the
Hey,
same thing in Jamaica.
Just say it was interesting at the Grandy's parking lot. Okay.
So I would say mine is, and is probably, it shouldn't have been funny, but I laugh when people fall. But Mom falls often. Like I've seen Mom fall walking across the street up to Dick's Sporting Goods, and I was just like, how did that happen? Her whole knee just scraped.
Invisible carpet.
Yeah, every time.
Yeah,
I don't know why I fall like this.
Yeah.
I don't.
Jesus.
It has been something since my 20s.
A funny memory? Goodness, that's appropriate. I guess I should have thought about this question. I don't know. I mean, Mom is a funny person. I don't know. I'd have to think about that. I don't know.
Well, you don't have time to think.
You-
So,
you
Mom,
don't.
what is your? You have a funny memory?
Favorite.
Yes,
Funny moment?
probably the funniest moment has been since my mother has aged and she's very light. And since my father has passed away, she keeps telling me she's gonna get me a grandfather, and Steve Harvey is one of her desires.
What? I'm married.
That's funny.
Okay.
She's a
that's
cougar.
funny. Like
Yeah.
she's definitely a cougar. She said, if Marjorie wasn't married to Steve, I looked at her, I said, so you think Steve would marry you? She said, absolutely. He would. The only thing that's keeping Steve from me is Marjorie. I said, well, all right then. Okay, then
She needs
Evangelist.
to go to the Smokey Robinson show. You know, he's bringing people up on stage.
Oh my God, that would be
Yeah.
so funny.
Yeah, Smokey's what, like a hot 100?
Yeah.
His hair's still coal black.
Yes. I don't have a funny one, but I guess I have a favorite. My favorite outside of all the shopping that we did was going to Youth America. Me and Mom went on different trips, like Bible trips and missions trips and stuff like that. So we did all of those and then all the pageants that she let me be in.
Or
Those are my
when
favorite
she
memories.
almost drowned at Wet and Wild, and the man said,
Stand
"Ma'am,
up.
stand up.
Stand
It's
up.
only 3 feet."
You're weak in the knees.
Stand up. I forgot about that.
Yeah, it was literally, it was 3, maybe 4 feet of water.
3
And
feet.
And Mom is what, 5'2"?
I was raised in a black family. We did not swim.
My kids
ma'am.
swim. Thank you
I
very
did
much.
not know
Yeah.
how to swim, and I literally almost drowned in 3
In
feet.
3 feet of water.
And they all laughed.
Well,
I mean,
Everybody laughed.
It was funny. Well, I'm glad we ended on, some good memories.
oh, we will say this: what we're going to be in control of, or what we feel
Yes.
like maybe you should be in control of for this upcoming Mother's Day. What are we ending it with? What do you think? You're gonna
start.
Oh, me. Okay. All right. I would say, if I could give you some advice, one thing that you could be in control of this upcoming Mother's Day, if you do not have a great relationship with your mother, whether it's a guardian, adoptive mother, whoever that person is in your life, if she is, still here with you, is to reach out. And, whether she responds or not, you've done your work, but at least just to reach out and just say, I love you, I'm thinking about you, and can we start over? Whatever.
I like it.
I like it too. I agree. I think you should just, for everybody, let your moms know how you appreciate them. If that's not something you normally do, like if they're always giving and you're always taking, give them something, give them some encouragement, give them a fabulous brunch or dinner. Just do something for them. That's what I would do.
Yeah.
Mom, your 2 cents.
And for mothers, on this Mother's Day, tell your children thank you. If they have a card that they've written, if they have a flower that they picked from the garden, whatever it is, just make sure you tell them thank you for whatever it is that they can give to you at this time. So let's not have expectations. My kids come to me and they say, what would you like?
Child.
So I tell them things that I like. But at the end of that, Mother's Day is just about celebration. And in any type of celebration, when we're being celebrated, the word that should come out of our mouth is thank you.
Yeah, I agree.
Love that. Well, thank you guys for tuning in to I'm in Control podcast. We appreciate you every single time. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers.
Happy Mother's Day.
And we'll see y'all next time. Bye.
Bye.